nation shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoe.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. 53, check 53. You must be dreaming. And go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action. Looney. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Looney. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
You go take Monday. Alert 3.
On second down now. It's Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's how we do, D.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They run with Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get off the field. Watch twist, watch twist. Quo. 11. We're rolling. 37's the night. Mike 37. Here we go, G.
They'll try the air now with Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Looney. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Looney. And that's complete to Lewis. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
First down, Titans.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch gears. 80 weapons.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
64, weak. Hey, orbit. Kill. Turn up. Be careful.
Operating from the gun. Looney. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. Wahoo. Hey, here I come. Leo. Here I come. Check. Check 30. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Looney caught right side. It's Lewis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the run.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Hey, we don't like the 48, right? 12. Hey, Zoo. 48, 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for Naheem Hines. Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55. Check, 55. Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 55. Hey, Haywood. 55. I'm coming. Mike, 55.
From the gun, here's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No chance. No. Under 10. 10. 22 got bombers. 22.
Off the play fake. Looney. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Malik Hooker. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They begin the drive with Hines. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 26. Check 26. Check. Go hard. Check 13. Out. Reggie.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the backer. Mike 48. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Everybody go! Green 90!
On 2nd and 12, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Monday. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run.
Topper!
11B.
Just beating the play clock is Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go!
Out of the gun, Luck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go, baby. 11. 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Let's go.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
We go! 15 line.
Get some penetration here.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the twist.
Hey, foxtrot. Lucky. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Looney eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, I-7.
Give me some.
Snap.
From the gun, Looney. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. To throw again on second down. Luck. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 37. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 12. There we go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off of play action. Luck. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the screen. Show it. Jam it.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Move. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Woo-hoo. 12. Mike 37.
After the run, Luck on a throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. Now the Colts going to burn this. Second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Looney. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Luck. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Strong right.
Check 31. Check 31.
Here's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Check.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Pull out alert.
Push him back. Sponge. Sponge.
On.
No. Watch the
And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike 55.
Five.
You got nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 73 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right, they saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Back to throw. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 3rd down, Hines. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 53.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Crawl.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Terry's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 55 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
55. Right there in the middle.
Hey, echo.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I got one.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd and a yard. Luck. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Titans.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Quo.
Watch his slant. He's checking. Crack.
80 weapon.
Shit. Motion. There we go. 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
They run again with Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Slam. Hey, alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Check three. He's coming. Go. He's coming. Double up.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw, and he connects with Ebron. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, second and goal.
SOS. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot.
Tight dog.
Check the backer.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Watch out. Reggie. Check.
They'll try and run it here, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, order. Kill. Hard. Pick the edge. Go. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, wahoo.
53's the mic. Watch the out. 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
He's back to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.